On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
65 catch, 65.
They go again with Pierce. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. If you look at this Bronco defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for Denver, the rookie Marvin Mims. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On 2nd down, Williams. Oh, he shifts past him, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And we'll get it down to the 47 here. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Pierce.
Back in my ways, missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep on in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mine. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going to school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change them quick, they sign.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Hey, check that, check that.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Here's Stroud. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. That's taken on the 25. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. Get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. Wow, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago.
Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Stroud. It's the dump off to Pierce.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Delivers another into Pierce. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held into an okay gain.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
the kick by Lutz is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Texans hit 6-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Texans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Wilson. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. Touchdown, Texans. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 89 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
14.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That was a good, strong run there. While one picked up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
To the 43, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Buffalo 18. Check.
Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll try to run with Pierce. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's Wilson to throw.
He'll get this one to Patrick.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action now. Wilson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's Stroud.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And this is caught by Williams. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
16 yards right off the bat, but a 1st down. They give it to Williams, running right.
Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. And powering through at the 35. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pierce gets this one running right.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Wilson.
Finding Sutton.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he's got this down to the 35.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he gets it down to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
At the 2-yard line.
Second down, goal to go. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Wilson. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mustang 19. Go.
Here's Stroud.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but
listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who